everybody, and welcome into this edition of HCAM Sports Talk. On today's edition, we'll be joined by Andy Barron and Jared Keene to discuss Super Bowl 57. But first, here are the latest Hopkinton Hillers Winter Sports happenings. Plus, we talked with the Hillers diver, Eve Weatherhead. We'll have that interview as well, and it all comes at you right now. On Tuesday, January 24th, Hiller girls basketball hosted Millis. It was a 34-29 Millis lead heading into the fourth quarter.
Layup getting yourself crushed or rushing it.
For three, no good.
Just off the back iron, but she gets her own rebound.
Davies driving in, yes! Up top, Restagini. Flanagan.
Goes baseline. Nice.
Count it!
Nice little floater on the baseline. A turnover. Oh, but Millis was able to keep it.
Rice feeds it over for three. Boy, did Millis need that. Knocked down by Olivia Hockman. Haley Bassett, excuse me.
The Hillers have done, trying to get possession through the jump balls.
Keene gonna feed it in. Over to Davies, who punches it out. Able to gather it up.
Again, a lot of difficulty getting that in under 5 seconds.
Keene feeds it over Finnegan.
Oh, nice give and go right there.
Turn around off the window and in. Caroline Keene.
Her first 2 points couldn't have come at a better time. Davies, huh?
I never try to predict anymore because it usually ends up wrong. Bassett hits the first. And this is a big one here. No good. Hillers could use a bucket here. Restagini for three. Yes!
Oh, big one right there.
Tegan Restagini gives the Hillers the lead.
41 seconds to go. That is the biggest bucket of the night so far.
No good. Millis has to work quick.
Yeah, they got to play some full court D here.
Here's Rice. Feeds it back, driving in. And that'll do it.
Tight defense out of the Hillers to finish it off. No fouls.
The Hillers hang on.
And there was some contact there, but no fouls called, and that's a big win for the Hillers. They come back from down 5 after 3 to win 39-38.
The Hillers outscore Millis 10-4 in the quarter and end up taking the game 39-38. Hiller girls improved to 3-9 with the upset win. Also on Tuesday, Hiller Wrestling hosted Keefe Tech. Here's a look.
You stay in control and you take a shot. What the hell?
Hopkinton took the win 54-22 and improved to 4-2 on the season. On Wednesday, January 25th, Hiller boys hockey hosted Medway. They got the scoring going early and often in the first period. And here he goes. Carraza and Mara, this is danger. Mara across to Carraza, backhander in. And that is actually going to be number 18, Cam McPherson, who met him up the ice and popped it in. Sir leaves it behind. Hayward sent across. Approaching, shot in! What a great shot by Dylan Manser! Double now is looking for more pressure here. Left behind by Manser. Zolotarev takes a shot. Wow! Vasily Zolotarev, the senior, bringing the heat by Bahari. Getting in the way there. Mira puts it in. Mira intercepts it and goes blocker side to make it 4-0. Hillers net 4 goals in the first period and would end up taking the game by a final of 6-0. Hopkinton improves to 10-2-0 on the season. On Thursday, January 26th, Hillers Swimming and Dive hosted Norwood and celebrated senior night. Here's a look.
Olivia, she's gonna do it. Come on, Olivia.
Whoa, she's got the girl.
She's got her. Let's see.
I love it.
Oh, the other girl's, whoa, what a swim by Olivia Scalora.
Nice.
Beautiful. Yeah, his,
But he already qualified in the event or two, right?
he did not qualify in this, but he qualified, Davis has qualified for, states in the 100 fly and the 100 back, and sectionals in the 200 IM. Very nice swim by Davis Pishop. All right, let's see how she does coming off the turn.
I'm surprised at that, to be honest. I'm surprised.
You're surprised that her best time's a 108?
Faster than that, but
Yeah, the qualifying time.
She's got that girl back there.
The qualifying time's at 59, so
What?
the qualifying time's at 59, so she would have to drop a lot.
Well, she dropped
But
time.
she definitely dropped
she didn't
time.
drop that much, yeah.
She is she's a freshman. She's been having a great season.
Awesome, yeah.
So she took first, Norton took second and third, I believe. I think the Norton swimmer is 50 yards behind. All right, nice swim by the Hopkinton boys, the 400 free. Owen Picard is finishing strong. And there he goes, nice. All right, big shout out for Maggie McCarthy. Sadly, she is homesick. If Eve doesn't make it as a diver, she could be an announcer.
Yep.
Very nice, and that's Connor. And that's it. There were only 4 seniors on the team this year.
Was Declan the guy with the hats?
Declan is the guy with the caps.
Yeah, I was seeing it.
Hopkinton ended up taking the win on the boys' side, 89-66. On the girls' side, Norwood took the 81-73 win. On Friday, January 27th, Hiller boys basketball hosted Medway. Wally Hannaberry and Steve Spector on the call.
On him. He's going to get rid of that. And he comes down the
There it is.
lane. Puts a layup.
Oh, yes.
And he gets it. And he's going to shoot one.
That's exactly what we're looking for, right on cue.
There. Big rebound for Dyson Rockets over Iannelli, who's looking across the court for Tommy Chatton for 3. Oh, he does not get it.
There it is.
But Dysenroth gets the rebound. He puts in a layup for 2. And Mitch Stimulus, who gets up Tommy Chatton, who drives the lane.
Sweet.
The layup, and he hits it. Fans don't have to get
Got to
too
launch
upset.
it. Oh! It's a good effort. Here's a steal.
By Hyman. Oh, but it gets tipped to Jack Gold, who flips it over to Simon, who puts up a 3.
Oh, man.
It just rattles around and goes in.
Steal, too.
Same kid. Here he comes again, and he gets it over. Nope, it missed.
Oh, that's
and there's a
unfortunate.
bucket for Reisman.
It was a great back and forth battle, but Medway took the win 54-48. Hello, everybody. Tom Nappy here, and we are joined by Eve Weatherhead of the Hopkinton diving team. Eve, how are you today?
I'm good, Tom. Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Now it's been a interesting season for you, I'm sure. I believe you're the only diver with the Hopkinton program. And I know they changed venues this year. They're back at Milford High School for the season. What's your diving season been like being the only diver? And where do they have you practicing and getting ready for these meets?
So I have to drive about 30 miles each way to Wayland High School. And I dive with the Wayland team because any pool that was offered to Hopkinton Swim and Dive only had, the pool. They didn't have a diving board for me. So, Wayland was, so kind to just accept me. And the coach that the divers have is also my club coach. So it was perfect the way it worked out that, if they had a meet, I could do my club practice and he would count as my high school coach, or, any time that they had practice, it would work out for me as well. So that has been a very long drive for me each way, but it's still nice to have a pool and dive with other people.
Now, I know you have a very busy schedule. You're involved with a lot of after-school activities. How have you managed with that dive? You still been able to practice as much as you're typically used to?
Yeah, I think so. Normally I have to drive about an hour to my practices because they're all the way in Concord. So, driving myself was the only big, step for me this year because I did get my license at the beginning of the season. So it was just mainly me driving myself all by myself about 40 minutes there. That was the only, big shocking part for me. But, usually the schedule works out pretty well for me. The only thing that is, difficult is that it's directly right after school for me because by the time they get out of school, I have to already be there. So,
Now at the meets, Milford High School, they have a diving board. So correct me if I'm wrong, you've been able to compete at the meets at Milford High School, correct?
Yes, yeah.
So how's the team been looking this year? I understand it's a younger group and they lost a lot of seniors after last year.
So this year I was chosen as a captain, and because we only had a few seniors, so they needed help from, a few juniors. So me and another junior were chosen as captains. And I guess that was sort of, a way that I was tied into the team because I wasn't practicing with them. My coach still wanted me to be involved in some way. So even though they see me at meets, it was still nice that I had the aspect of me being one of their captains. So they already know who I was before the season started. So it was nice that, I get to see them at meets. I get to participate in captain things, and that was sort of involved me in some way so that the team actually knew who I was.
And for those that don't know, how long have you been diving?
I've been diving 10 years.
Oh, wow. Terrific. Do you plan to do it in college?
Yeah, I definitely think so.
Excellent. Now, we just recently had the TVL showcase. Did you compete in that?
I did, yep.
And how were your results in the TVL showcase? How'd that go for you?
I feel like I did as well as I could. I unfortunately was a little sick during that time, so I wasn't feeling my very best. But it was at a pool I was comfortable at. It was really cold, but other than that, I think I did all right.
That's terrific. And you're in your senior year this year, correct?
No, junior year.
Junior year. So have you started looking at schools yet and where you might compete in your college years?
Yep.
But we'll keep that a secret for now.
It's a lot of, junior stuff, school stuff, season stuff, college stuff. It's all been the same stuff for the past few months.
Well, Eva, I'm sure it's been an interesting season for you, but you've made it through. Do you think there's any divers that we'll see potentially in the future coming up for Hopkinton? Right now, you're the only one. Is there anyone that has expressed any interest that you know of and perhaps taken up diving?
None that I know of. I'm not sure if anyone in the middle school who's going to be a rising freshman next year is looking for it, but right now it just sort of looks like me.
All right. And any competitions coming up for you?
I do have sectionals, which is on the 8th, which I'm super excited about. And then at the end of the season, we'll end it off with states that is on the 18th. So first day of February break.
Excellent. Any goals for those upcoming tournaments?
I guess just stay strong with the list I have, make it, as flawless as I possibly can. Get plenty of rest as I possibly can. From the season, I've learned I need to just rest a little, especially with the schedule I have. And yeah, just make sure everything I have is super strong so that nothing goes wrong at the meets.
All right, Eve. Well, congratulations on a great season. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and we look forward to the upcoming states as well as the districts, and wish you the best.
Thank you so much, Tom Nappy.
Hello, everybody, and welcome into this segment of HCAM Sports Talk. Tom Nappy here, and we are joined by Andy Barron and Jared Keene, and maybe Steve Watson will be hopping in. We'll see. But in any case, Super Bowl 57, it is coming up this Sunday. Two teams that we don't really like a whole lot, but that's okay. Game's going to happen either way, so we're going to talk about it. Philadelphia Eagles, Kansas City Chiefs. I'll tell you one thing, guys. I think this should be a great game. It is two very good teams, two great all-around teams, very good offenses, and good defenses as well. I would say Philly probably has a little bit of an edge defensively, but two good all-around football teams. This should be a very entertaining Super Bowl, and I'm thinking maybe a high-scoring one. Before we get into our props and picks, how are you guys feeling about this upcoming game between the Chiefs and the Eagles? Jared, we'll start off with you.
I don't think it's the most exciting game, but like you said, it should be a pretty good game, or it has potential at least to be a good game. I personally think the Eagles are the better team, but again, when you have Patrick Mahomes, you can win any game, as he's showed. The Chiefs are a good football team, obviously. They've showed it, and they're in the Super Bowl for a reason. But it should be a great game, and hopefully we get a competitive game with a exciting finish, to kind of make up for maybe a lack of excitement or hype around the game, or maybe not the matchup that I think maybe a lot of people wanted. But yeah, should be a good game.
Absolutely. Andy, how are you feeling about this game?
Well, I don't like either team, so obviously it's not the most intriguing matchup. I mean, it kind of is, because I don't know what the two of you also think. I know Jared just gave his comments, but do you feel like the NFL is trying to make Mahomes the next guy? Because it seems like they really are.
Yes, now, absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, how many comparisons to Brady have we seen?
All right. This is where I have the issue. All right. Stop with the comparisons to Brady. He's here, and it's everybody else. No more discussions. Now, do I think Patrick Mahomes is a good player? Yes. Here's the other thing I'm going to admit, too. And I said this past weekend on the Buzz, and now I'm starting to rethink about what I said. I think you have to say the Chiefs are an elite team. You've been to 5 straight AFC championship games. You've won a Super Bowl. You lost the other. Yeah, they're elite. They have to be. I mean, 5 straight AFC title games, whether you like this team or not, that is impressive. Very impressive. And that's hard to do. But it's clear to me, Patrick Mahomes, it's about him. He has to win this game. The Chiefs lose another Super Bowl. Look, can Mahomes win 3 or 4? Yeah, he probably could, because I think the system is set up in Kansas City where he can win. They lose Tyreek Hill? No, they're still back in the Super Bowl. Travis Kelce is the guy there right now. So I think that's the story. And I think also, and I said this last week, it's coaching. You have to give the edge to Andy Reid. You have to. And Nick Sirianni's done a good job. He has. I don't agree with his coaching style, but the team's winning. They're in the Super Bowl. Okay? So that's what it is. But coaching is going to – how many times on this show have we said coaching is an issue in this league? Andy Reid has been there. He's been there and done that. And maybe he hasn't won a lot of Super Bowls like Belichick has. He's a pretty damn good coach.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think there's any doubt about that. And if you look at what Andy Reid did while he was in Philadelphia and all that he's done now, and there's no denying it. He's certainly a great coach. And there's no denying that this Chiefs team is an elite team. They've been at the top of the league for, as you said, the last 5 years. They've been in the AFC Conference Championship games, at least. Of course, they won a Super Bowl as well. They went to 2 Super Bowls in that stretch. They lost one, of course, to Tampa Bay, but they are very much an elite team. And I think with Mahomes as your quarterback, they'll probably be elite for many more years to come. Now, there is grumblings that Andy Reid is considering retirement after this season. That could make things certainly a bit interesting for the Chiefs, but they got a great all-around team. It's not all about Mahomes. Pretty much anyone they throw out there with Mahomes has worked out pretty well. They got a good defense. They're extremely well coached. And besides Mahomes, that's why they've had the success that they've had the last few years. Let's not forget the AFC's been pretty competitive over that stretch as well. So to make it to the AFC Championship game, what was it, 4 years in a row, 5 years in a row?
5 years.
That is very impressive.
Now,
you got to give
Tom, real quick, if Andy Reid does retire, is it Steve Spagnuolo or Eric Bieniemy? You got to think the Chiefs would promote within. I don't see them going outside and getting anybody. What do you two think?
Yeah, I think they promote within for sure. I don't know who they're going to pick. I think Mahomes might have a say.
I mean, Spagnuolo has the experience. Bieniemy is maybe the more exciting choice. I don't know. It kind of depends how they want to kind of, what direction they want to go. But yeah, I mean, I agree. I think they go within. I don't see them going outside and going for a crazy name or big name or some random name.
No, I think it'll definitely be within. I mean, you got 2 good coordinators that a lot of other teams are probably going to try to steal. So,
right,
I think you're going to want to keep them around, both of them, really, especially if Andy Reid leaves and you have to fill that void. But I think it'll definitely be promotion within. But we do have a number of different things we're going to talk about in this game. We got some props we're going to pick. We're going to pick our winner and loser, of course. We're going to pick over under. We have some player props. We're going to have some fun with this one. And we'll see at the end of the day who ends up being this year's Pick'em champion here on HCAM Sports Talk. For points right now, Jared is in the lead with a cozy 194 points. 4 points in the lead above Steve, who has 190. And then me and Andy, we're both tied for third with 184. And Mike made a bit of a comeback last week, or the week before, with the conference championships. He has 180 points. So we're all right in the mix. But Jared is trying to win the title for, I believe this would be your second time in a row, Jared. You're trying to start a dynasty on us here. So we'll see if you're able to do that. But let's get right into picking who we think is going to win this game. And this is a big one. It's worth 2 pick'em points if you get the prediction right. Kansas City Chiefs or the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll start first. I'm going Philadelphia Eagles. I just think they're a better all-around team. I think they have a better defense than the Chiefs. I think this is going to be a very close game that's going to go down to the final seconds. And I got the Philadelphia Eagles winning 27-24. The over-under is 50.5. So I think that's along the lines of what Vegas is thinking as well, as far as points are concerned. They're thinking about 50, 51 points, because that's usually where they like to put that over under. So I got Philly. I got the over. I got Philly winning at 27-24. The spread is Philly favored by 1.5. So I got the Philly spread as well. Andy, what do you got?
Ooh, yeah, I've been thinking about this for a while, and I am going to go with Kansas City. Only because the quarterback, Mahomes, it's tough to bet against that. And I think Philadelphia is a good team. They're a very good team. No question about it. But I just think Mahomes, the guy played a great game against the Bengals a couple of weeks ago. He has a will to win. That is something that he's similar to Brady on. Refusing to, I want to go back in the game, yelling at his coaches, like, put me back in the game. I mean, not many players do that. And, I'm not saying he's going to win 7 Super Bowls. I mean, no, let's not get ahead of ourselves here. But he's a great player. There's no doubt about it. And this could be, though, a defining moment in his career, because if he does lose this game, you're still on that level with Rodgers, Russell Wilson with that 1, Kurt Warner, but you get 2. Now you're with Roethlisberger. Now you chase after Aikman and then eventually Terry Bradshaw maybe. But this is a massive game for the Chiefs.
Oh, you're
really
also Peyton Manning if you get 2.
And Eli Manning, yes.
And Eli, right.
So you join that group. This is a massive game, because if he doesn't win it, you're still lumped with that group. Even Drew Brees won Super Bowl, right? But I just don't – I think the difference, 2 things, it's coaching, and number 2, I just don't think the Eagles – they have not seen a guy like Mahomes. This is not Josh Johnson or Daniel Jones. This is a different animal they're going against, and I do think that will be the difference in the game. And I'm predicting – score 30-24 Kansas City.
30-24. I like it. So you got the over as well.
Yeah.
Jared, what's your prediction, Mr. First Place?
I think this is no surprise. I'm going with Philly. I've said most of the season, or a good chunk of the season, that I think Philly's been the best and most consistent team in the league all year. And they've showed it. Tremendous on both sides of the ball. Jalen Hurts is no Patrick Mahomes. But Jalen Hurts is maybe one of the best dual threat quarterbacks in the league. He's played at an extremely high level this season. And again, I actually think I agree with a lot of what Andy says, but I actually think this is a weird game where Andy Reid's coaching is going to get a ton of hype, yet Nick Sirianni is going to somehow outcoach him in some sort of weird way. I think the Eagles are going to try to devise a game plan to try to make everybody else but Mahomes beat them, and try to take Mahomes out of the equation. Again, that's a lot easier said than done. Maybe the best quarterback in the league right now, but yeah, I think the Eagles get it done. I think their defense shines, but I'm going to go. I'll go Eagles. We'll go Eagles 27-21.
All right, 27-21. So you're taking the under, and you have the Eagles spread, 1.5 spread. Anyone surprised by that? I thought it was going to maybe be, yeah, I guess about where it is. I was thinking maybe 2.5. It might end up going up to, which it still could by the time the game gets here. From what I've heard, a lot of the money is coming in on the Eagles. So we shall see if that spread will move a little bit. It probably will, especially throughout this week, because that's when you really get all the bets in. Well,
I think it's
I should go
right.
Chiefs, so I have a chance to beat you, Jared. But
I thought you were going to go Chiefs. I'm a little surprised you went Philly.
yeah, I'm trying to pick them based on what I feel about it rather than winning, I guess, rather than trying to beat you. I do really feel like the Eagles are going to win this game. So, I mean, I guess I could put Kansas City down because I could take them to go against you, but nah, I'll just leave it.
I wouldn't be
All
surprised
right.
if Kansas City wins this game, but I just think the Eagles are slightly the better team right now, and again, they've been maybe the best team in the league all year. So
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
I can't
how I
not
feel
pick
about
them.
it too. And every
I think
time I
I'd be
keep saying,
shocking myself if I picked the Chiefs.
I keep saying that I keep thinking that the Eagles are a bit of a fraud because of how easy the schedule has been, but they've proven me wrong time and time again. But I will say this, whenever I pick an Eagles game, I'm normally wrong. So, and that's if I'm picking them or picking them against them. I'm normally wrong. So maybe I just gave the Chiefs Mahomes' second Super Bowl title here. But we do have some props that we're going to pick. And these props are each going to be worth a half a point. All right. So they could mean a lot in the long run of things. All right. Our first prop. Which team scores the first touchdown of the game? Andy, you could pick first.
Philadelphia.
All right.
Philadelphia.
Jared.
Philadelphia.
All right. Philly for you. Yeah, I also have Philadelphia. I just have a feeling. First field goal of the game is by, I got Kansas City for this one. Jared.
Kansas City.
All right, Andy.
I will take Kansas City as well because I have a good number in their square. So hopefully they'll kick a field goal. I need to win. I haven't won a square all year. All year. I usually win something, but hey, the Super Bowl will be a good time, right?
Yep.
Absolutely.
No better time.
All right, player with the first touchdown of the game. Who will it be? I have Jalen Hurts. Andy, who do you got?
I'm going to go with Devontae Smith.
All right, I like
Hopefully
it.
he'll catch the ball this time, right? Not unlike last time when he dropped it, but it was a catch.
And this one's worth a full point if you get it right.
Okay.
Jared.
I like the Jalen Hurts call, but I'll go Miles Sanders.
All right. Here we go.
I mean, Jalen Hurts is essentially a fourth or third or second or whatever running back. I mean, they have four guys that can run the ball.
A very good running game. Philadelphia's running game is legit.
Their running
that's
game
for
is
sure.
ridiculous.
Yeah, best in the league, no doubt.
Yes. Oh, yeah. And, of course, Hurts can run as well.
You know, I also
yeah.
got to say something real quick, too. Chris Jones can be a huge factor in this game. That guy's a wrecking machine. Like, he's really good. So, I mean, that's something to keep your eye on, too, in this game.
Absolutely. He was huge against the Bengals.
Oh, he's a massive player. You know, so if they can kind of stop Philadelphia's run, it's going to hurt the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
Jalen Hurts is comfortable outside the pocket, though. I mean, I think obviously he'll try to get outside the pocket to avoid Chris Jones, but
good player.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that guy's
all
a
right.
beast.
Passing touchdowns over under for Pat Mahomes, over under 1.5 passing touchdowns. I am going to take the over for Pat Mahomes. Jared, what do you got?
Over.
All right, Andy.
Over. I'd be stunned if he doesn't throw more than 2 touchdowns.
And you notice this year too, Mahomes has passed a lot more than run. He doesn't run a lot anymore.
Do you think Mahomes to Kelsey that's kind of becoming the thing now in the league? Really, it's pretty much an automatic 7. I mean, if you really automatic 6, but that's a tough duo to stop.
I'll be interested to see how the Eagles defend Kelsey. That'll be interesting.
He's a great tight end. Whether or not you like the guy or not, I'm not a fan of him, but he's the best tight end in the league.
He's insane. He's absolutely insane.
Yes.
You have to give him credit. I mean,
yeah, that's going to be a tandem for quite a while.
it's like Brady and Gronk. I don't know if it's that good, but it's up there. It's up there.
It's right there.
No doubt about it.
All right, Jalen Hurts over under 1.5 passing touchdowns. Andy.
Oh, that's tough.
I'm going under. He's a different player than Mahomes. Good player, but I don't think he's the passer like Mahomes is. That's not what the Eagles do. Going under.
All right, Jared.
Yeah, I'll go under.
Ah,
I mean,
I
again,
got
their running game accounts for a lot of their touchdowns.
Yes, they are more of a running force. They're one of those teams that once they get to the 5-yard line, they just pound it in, or Hurts just takes it in. I got under as well. I think
See again now, but like, does Philly come out and pass the ball a bunch now, knowing that KC will probably key on their rushing attack?
We're going to
No.
probably be wrong on pretty much all of these props.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
We probably.
Yeah, I mean, Jalen Hurts will throw for 5 TDs. I mean,
Oh,
yeah.
geez. Yeah.
Right. And then Mahomes will have like 2 rushing touchdowns.
There seriously has to be a prop on like every single thing in the Super Bowl. You probably can pick how long the national anthem goes for. I mean,
you can.
You can.
Yeah, of course you can.
It's crazy.
You do it legally now in Massachusetts, folks.
That's right. Yep. That is correct.
Yep.
I haven't I tried to well, it was the first day, so maybe they didn't program it yet. I was trying to hop on the DraftKings betting site. I don't know if it works yet.
I don't think online betting starts until March. It's just yeah, that's why.
Okay. Should have started years ago. Anyways. All right, next prop. Interception, yes or no? Pat Mahomes. I have yes, he throws 1. Jared.
Yes.
All right.
Maybe even for a pick 6 if we're feeling spicy. Maybe even for a pick 6.
Ooh. I like it. Andy.
Yes.
All right. Jalen Hurts, interception, yes or no? Andy.
Yes.
Jared.
Yes.
I have no.
Oh, spicy. I like it.
My boy Hurts doesn't throw interceptions. Come on now. All right. AJ Brown, over under 70.5 yards receiving.
It's tough.
That's really tough. That could be spot on. That could be like 6 catches for 71 yards or something. Oh my goodness.
This is a tough bet. I wouldn't actually place money on this bet because that's a tough one.
That's hard, man.
But they always say don't go against Vegas, right? I mean, you know.
Yep. I'm going over. I think he gets 71 yards.
Good plan.
You're a sick man. I'll go over as well.
I'm going under.
Love it.
Like it. All right. Travis Kelce, over under 79.5 yards. I have the over.
Over.
They're not going to stop Kelce. I mean, he's just such a force to be reckoned with. No, it's going over.
All right. Rushing attempts. Jalen Hurts, over under 10.5.
Over under 10.5 rushing attempts. Over.
I have over 2 for that one. Andy.
I'm going to go over as well.
All right. I made these ones too easy. Pat Mahomes, over under rushing attempts 3.5. Andy.
Over.
Jared.
Yeah, over.
I think he's going to do a whole lot of throwing. I got the under. All right. And coin flip, heads or tails?
Tails never fails. Tails.
Took the words right out of my mouth, Jared. Tails never fails.
All right, I'm going heads to be different.
Oh my goodness.
Well, you got a 50-50 shot, right? So
that's right. All right, and there it is. I probably should have had more props than that. That's all I got.
What about Jalen Hurts rushing TDs?
Didn't I have that one? Oh, no, I had passing. That's a good idea. All right, let's add that.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts rushing TDs, 2.5. Over
2.5 under. But it could be 2.
All right. Andy.
Under.
I was going to set it at 1.5, but 2.5 is spicy. I like it.
I'm going under as well. I think I'll have 2.
Yep.
They usually hand it off when they're inside the 5.
Right.
Well,
right.
sometimes.
Not always, though. He keeps it a lot. I mean, inside the 5, actually, he's a beast. He's tough to
Actually,
bring down, man. He's elusive.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I mean, again, they have Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell, who doesn't really get a lot of goal line work, but they have Boston Scott, even who they'll bring in for goal line work.
You know what? I'm going over. You convinced me. I think he gets
Interesting.
3.
Who's the home team? Is it Philadelphia or is it Kansas City? Did anybody know?
I think it's the Eagles, I believe.
Okay.
I believe it's the Eagles.
All right. Well, there you have it. I think there's some good props out there. I think it's going to be a pretty straightforward game. I'm not really expecting a very sloppy game.
Hey,
I mean,
we know firsthand just how crazy games are in Arizona. Just 2 times the Patriots played Super Bowls there. I mean,
Would you guys be surprised if this was like a 17-14 game?
it
Something
could
weird?
be, Jared. Yeah. I mean, I know I picked 30-24, but I don't know. Like,
This could be like a 73 game at the half or
it's
something.
just hard for me to, after everything the Patriots have done, just going to the ridiculous amounts of Super Bowls, you just kind of like, now that they're not in it, it's like, I don't know. Like maybe it's just me, but it's just, man, we had one heck of a ride. I can tell you that. It's just all the
absolutely.
Patriots Super Bowls
could
were
be a
crazy.
I mean, this could end up being a defensive game, no doubt.
Good.
You got two good defenses going against each other. Although I do think if it does become a defensive game, I think that favors the Eagles more.
Definitely.
Yeah. And let me ask you this. I was talking with somebody about this today, and they said that, what the Patriots did 28-3 is just, it's unimaginable. But if there's one person that could pull a comeback like that, it could be Mahomes. Like, I don't think it's going to happen, but that might never happen again. But if anybody was going to do it, he would be the guy that probably could.
All right, I got another prop. Will there be a pick 6 in the game? Andy.
Yes. Yes.
All right, Jared.
I'll go yes, just because I said it before that Mahomes could throw a pick for a pick 6. So I'll go yes.
I'm going to go no. I don't think there will be. I think if anything, there'll be like maybe a fumble.
Fumble 6?
Maybe a fumble for a touchdown. Hey, how about this?
No, a fumble like recovery, I mean.
Okay.
Not for a touchdown.
Will there be a kickoff return for a touchdown?
Oh, wait, let's do this one. This is a good one. Over under fumbles, 1.5.
Total fumbles?
Yes.
Tough.
By both teams. 1.5.
Well, they don't really fumble a lot, either one of these teams. Under. Going under.
Yeah, I'll go under.
I'm going over. I think that's the only way you're really going to get turnovers in this game. And as you said, it's Arizona. Wild things tend to happen in these Super Bowls.
Actually, I'll go over. You said at 1.5. I'll go
now
over.
You changed it.
Here's one for you. I actually have one.
Let it rip.
Right.
Over under missed extra points.
Oof. What are you setting it at?
At a half.
1.5.
1.5.
Or you want to just
under.
go a half?
All right, we'll do
I'd
a half.
say just half.
Yeah.
Over.
Going
All
over
right.
too. It's the way the league's gone this year. The extra point is not a guarantee anymore.
Yeah, I feel like there's going to be a missed extra point. I'm going over. Now there won't be, since we all went over.
Of course. Now, of course. Everyone's going to be right down the middle. Split the uprights.
Oh, yeah. It won't even be a factor.
Nope.
Well, you are inside too, but still, I mean, it's just not a guarantee. And
Ooh, I got one. Missed field goals. Over under a half.
Harrison Butker's pretty good. He's really good.
I'll go under.
I'm going under. I'm going to go under. Get some pretty good kickers in this game. And you're indoors.
Yep.
I'm going to go over with the thought that maybe towards the end of the first half or something like that, someone tries a really far field goal. Like a 57, 58 yarder or something. Because they are inside. So I could picture someone trying a really long field goal and missing. So I'll go over. All right, there you have it. The props are in, and should be a good game. It's not the two teams that we really want in there, but it's going to be an entertaining game, I feel like. I definitely think you'll be getting your money's worth unless you're spending $3,000 to sit in the back row.
I wanted to ask the two of you this. Like, we know how expensive Super Bowl tickets are. It's absolutely unworthy. But would you, if you were to go to a Super Bowl, what would be the place you'd want to go see it at? Where would be the destination you'd want to go?
Probably maybe like Miami.
Miami?
It's nice weather this time of year.
It is. Arizona's good too, but it's in the it's in indoors. You know, they don't.
Maybe San Diego.
Sorry,
San Diego.
Just about ready to say San Diego. That
Ooh, I got a better one. Vegas.
Vegas? Yeah, Vegas would be good. Or they're getting it. Vegas has a couple next year. I think they have it in Vegas.
Lose all your money.
I think Vegas hosts next year, and then it goes to New Orleans.
Yep.
Which is New Orleans.
You know what?
Well, not right now, but
you know where I'd want to see it? I'm old school. The Rose Bowl.
The Rose Bowl. Love it.
Pasadena. I mean, that's like they've hosted a lot of Super Bowls out there, and just in California, and so much history out there. I don't know if they'll ever go back to Pasadena, but that's where
that would be epic. That'd be so awesome.
Oh yeah, be awesome.
be a great historic site, that's for sure.
You never know. They might eventually do it. What'd you guys think of the Pro Bowl? Did you watch it?
I did not watch a lick of that. I did watch the NHL All-Star game though. I thought that was good. I like the way they do that now too.
I do too.
So they played it in 2 days, right? They would play and then they play again the next day?
No, they did 2 10-minute halves and 3 little games. So they have
it's like 3-on-3.
They have the 2 semifinals games, and then they have the winner of the Eastern Conference, whatever Division One.
Okay.
Atlantic against the Metro and the Pacific, and yeah.
Okay,
and,
that's how they did it.
It was the Atlantic who won. So the Bruins Division One, and Pasta had a big role in that. Allmark had a shutout in the first half of the championship.
Yep.
And they switched goalies at the half. So Allmark got the shutout for his whole half, showing that he's the best, which is pretty hard to do in these All-Star games.
Yeah. I like the fact that they're trying to mix things up in these All-Star games. I think it's actually a good thing. The flag football, it was interesting. It was interesting. Yep. I watched it for a little bit, and then I didn't really see much of the NHL All-Star game, but you know, the baseball All-Star game did it with home field advantage in the World Series. They did away with that. What about the NBA All-Star game? They're exhibitions, but I think they're getting a little more creative of how they're doing things. Like when I was growing up watching All-Star games, it was epic watching some of these All-Star games like Bird versus Magic and Jordan, and these guys wanted to beat each other. Deion Sanders was saying he couldn't wait to get to the Pro Bowl so he could try to defend Jerry Rice. Like it was just, now it's just like, seems like it's just all a big exhibition. But, you know.
Well, that's the thing. They don't really like try in the NBA All-Star game anymore or the Pro Bowl. They don't try. Like they don't play defense. There's no real hard tackles. They're just kind of throwing the ball all over the field.
Right.
No I think in the NBA, I think a lot of people want to see the NBA become a little bit more competitive, especially towards the end of the game.
Yeah. Why not?
Well, the NBA, they don't play defense at the All-Star game. It's really just a scoring fest.
No, they just I would love to see this. I don't think it will ever happen. I would just love to see like an old timer. Do they do like an old timers NBA game, or they do the rookie league now, or I think they do that? But
I don't know. There might be some insurance problems there with players getting injured. You do it in old time.
Probably. It's just I don't know. But it was interesting. It was interesting to see how the NFL did it.
Absolutely. Well, time flies by when you're having fun. And speaking of time, we're out of it. But we do have time for final thoughts. So, Andy, any final thoughts as we wrap up this show?
Yeah, well, we're heading into February now, and that's tournament time is going to be coming up in the next few weeks. I know that a few teams in the MyFM area can make some good runs here coming up. So it should be interesting in the next few weeks. We'll be previewing some of those tournament games, and just keep us tuned in every Saturday morning, 9 to 11 a.m. Thanks to the Home Field Credit Union for letting us do a great show, and looking forward to another great show this weekend. So 9 to 11 on the Sports
All
Bus.
right. Sounds great. Yeah, tournament time almost upon us. It's going to be fun as always. Jared, any final thoughts for you?
Yeah, I've been preparing this actually for a little bit. I'm very excited for this one. Guys, what is Kyrie Irving doing? This guy is just insane, man. Are you kidding me? Everywhere he goes, he's a distraction. He's a great player, but everywhere he goes, he's a distraction. He cannot stay on a team for more than like a season. What is this guy doing?
Unreal. Dallas out of all
Absolutely
teams,
insane.
too.
I know.
Mark Cuban.
All right, who's worse, Kyrie Irving or Antonio Brown?
Kyrie.
Oh, God. Yeah.
No
Kyrie.
way. Antonio Brown is horrible.
No,
Ripping his
I don't know.
shirt
They're both
off
pretty
and
bad,
running
man.
around in the end
they
zone.
are no. That's a good debate. I just think Antonio Brown is at least. I don't know. That's actually
He's out of his mind, though, now. Antonio Brown, lost his mind.
Yeah, he just
He's
took his
nuts.
shirt off and threw it on the field and ran into the locker room and took a taxi out of the stadium. I mean,
Yeah.
it's crazy. I never seen anything. No, Kyrie. No, he's and the Nets weren't going to win with him anyways. They have no shot to beat the Celtics in a 7-game series, and
No.
just very surprising. Dallas was the team, though.
Yep.
Everything with Mark Cuban, and maybe he's just. I don't think he makes Dallas a better team. Do you?
No, because how is he going to work with Luka Doncic? He's so different from Doncic.
Oh God. Oh, yeah. Well, I think I heard another thing too. Is he wanted to be traded to the Lakers, and they said,
Yep.
"No, you're going to Dallas."
Yep.
The Nets management wouldn't do it.
Yep. Apparently,
Dallas
LeBron
always
wanted
likes the attention.
Kyrie to be traded to the Lakers.
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I'm not really sure, but yeah, he's.
Yeah, I mean that's my biggest final thought. I mean, guys, this is insane. I don't know what is this guy doing. Honestly,
I don't know.
give me a break. I've one other quick one. Great story actually in my former paper, the Metro West Daily News, by Tim Dumas about how Medway track athletes picked up DS athletes on the way to the track showcase this past weekend at the Reggie because of bus problems.
Great to see.
Awesome sportsmanship.
cool.
Yeah, that really is great to see. At the end of the day, we all have rivalries and whatnot, but we're still human.
Yep.
It's good to help help each other. Oh, and hope TB12 enjoys his retirement.
Yep.
Yes, I heard he's not necessarily going to Fox right away. He might wait till 2024.
Yeah.
That will be interesting to see how that goes. I'm interested to see that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm guessing he has a pretty lenient contract where he can pretty
Yeah.
much do whatever he wants.
Yeah. He's getting a lot of money for that.
Right. Let's see. My final thoughts. Hillers Sports. We're getting down to the final weeks of the winter season. Boy, has it just flown by. Few big games this week. We got Hopkinton and Ashland. That was the Tuesday night game. And then we have double dose of hockey on Wednesday. To see the full Hopkinton Hillers broadcast schedule for the week, head over to our website, hcam.tv. And we have some teams that should make the playoffs and will be fighting for seeding. So some big games coming up for Hiller Sports. But that is going to do it for Andy Barron and Jared Keene. I'm Tom Nappy. We thank you for tuning in to HCAM Sports Talk. Take care. Be well. We'll talk to you again soon. Goodbye, everybody. Hillers celebrated senior night prior to hosting Norton. 12 seniors were recognized for their terrific contributions to the program.
And now, your 2023 Hopkinton Hillers seniors.
Number 1, Jack Glenn. Terrence, Karen, and Glenn. Number 4, Pavitt Mera. Terrence, Martha, and Sumit. Number 5, Joe Scardino. Terrence, Michelle, and Steve. Number 6, Drew Morse. Terrence, Lauren, and Peter. Number 7, Dylan Mansford. Terrence, Kristen, and Chris. Number 9, Ryan Title. Terrence, Karen, and Dave. Number 13, Eric Crow. Terrence, Michelle, and Dave. Number 15, Vasily Solitare. Terrence, Tatiana, and Kirill. Number 17, Isaac Peterson. Terrence, Amy, and Nat. Number 22, Joe Carrazza. Terrence, Lynn, and Jean. Number 24, Charlie Perpera. Terrence, Priscilla, and Vin. Number 25, Ryan Brennan. Terrence, Kim, and Tim. There's your 2023 Hopkinton Hillers seniors. Thank you, seniors, for the memories you have provided us, and good luck with the rest of the season.
After senior night, the Hillers got things rolling. It was a 2-0 Hiller lead heading into the second period.
2 as the Hillers look to put the pressure on right off the bat. Carrazza diverted. Leaves it out in front. Shot, Mara in! What a start to the second period for the Hillers. Manser, wrister, in! Wow! What a shot! Dylan Manser puts it in from long distance, and it's 4-0 Hillers. Mara pops it off the board, so now here goes Pavitt Mara back.